You don't call somebody racist because you can't undo it.
Jesse! What the heck? Look at tortillas! Tortillas?
What a racist piece of...
Wow! Wow! Racist! Racist!
Players on a high school basketball team were seen throwing tortillas at the opposing team, which was from a mostly Latino school.
Protesters took to the streets of Coronado, demonstrating against what they're calling a racist incident.
It's racist. It's wrong.
The district school board also weighing in. We fully condemn the racism, classism, and colorism which fueled the actions of the perpetrators.
The California Latino Caucus is calling this a hate incident.
And those weren't two tortillas. Those were bombs of racism. This was a racial incident, no matter how it was cut.
With breaking news, the Coronado Unified School Board has just voted to remove Coronado High School's head basketball coach. Coronado High School's basketball team has been stripped of the championship.
I'm Robert, and this is my wife, Candy. And our son, Donnie, is a varsity basketball player at Coronado High School. And his sister's a cheerleader. So that's how we got involved in all of this.
There was only seating on one side of the gym. And you could feel a little bit of tension.
There were Orange Glen fans right behind us, a couple of dads. And they were particularly obnoxious. They knew exactly where the weak spot was, and they were going to use it, and that's fine. And at the end of the game, on that fadeaway three-pointer, I turned around to, kind of do the, we got you, look. And I saw those two dads looking at each other, both Orange Glen dads. They looked at each other like this, and one of them made this face. Like, that was great. That was good. That was before any of this melee started.
When Alex threw his three-pointer, we were all watching Alex. And then it started to migrate back towards the benches. More people from the crowd were already going onto the court.
A lot of pointing fingers.
Fingers, yelling. And then I did see a couple of tortillas fly. I just thought, oh, look, they're throwing stuff, they're celebrating.
It's a 2-minute drive from the school to here. We get home, and I open up social media, and it was that fast.
The 5 to 7 second clip, I saw white Coronado throws tortillas at predominantly Hispanic high school. And so immediately I thought, wow, this does not look good.
On Father's Day Sunday, less than 24 hours after the basketball game, the school board held an illegal meeting. They met in secret. There was no agenda. There was no public participation. Nothing. They voted on a statement. We fully condemn the racism, classism, and colorism that fueled the actions of the perpetrators.
The community was attacked as being racist, all these things, and I'm thinking, this is ridiculous. My hometown was called racist, colorist, and classist. And I said, what is classist?
That was a rush to judgment. That was confessing to a crime that no one had committed, no one had investigated, and now everyone is paying for.
The CIF came down hard on the Coronado basketball team.
Not just the basketball team, the football team, the baseball team, the lacrosse team, the soccer team, the swimming team. They're going to have to undergo re-education training.
Girls lacrosse has to go through racial sensitivity training? I don't think any kid needs to go through that, but what does girls lacrosse have to do with boys basketball and a tortilla?
One person from CIF came to that conclusion.
The CIF board did not vote on that. I don't think it has anything to do with reality. I mean, if it had anything to do with reality, this has been done and over. We wouldn't be talking right now. And the right person would, in some way, form or another, be answering for his actions.
There was very little communication between the board members. However, the statement did go out. And it was a concern that there was going to be some anger on the other side.
I'm 100% Mexican-American. Both my parents are from Mexico, and I took that really tough.
It shouldn't be something that should be taken lightly, or it might be a domino effect into something more serious because they're not going to see any type of consequences.
The initial video that we got was released was a very limited video. And it was a woman yelling, "Racist! Racist!" I quickly learned that what took place was not what actually took place. And so I requested my name get removed off of the initial statement.
We stand by that in a vote of 4-1. We issued an apology and we will not retract from that apology.
First they said, okay, we're going to look into it, and then immediately it was like, this is racist, we're recommending it be stripped, and it was just, who have you talked to?
To question the fact that there was a lack of due process, as an attorney, I know that I spent hours reviewing and revising testimonial, circumstantial, and first-hand witness accounts.
The players, none of them were talked to. They didn't talk to anybody. They didn't talk to me. I emailed and called them, and they never returned my calls.
As the head of human resources in school districts, your whole world revolves around due process. Teachers from time to time got accused of, say, sexually harassing a student or sexually molesting a student. Well, the minute that gets said out loud, it's done. In this case, you've got kids, so you have put a dark blot on these kids. That is irresponsible. And when just after it happened, I not only said it was irresponsible, I actually called it child abuse.
I'm Wayne McKinney and I'm the captain. It was not based on race or class. The tortillas were brought by someone not associated with the team. However, the throwing of the tortillas during the scuffle after the game was unsportsmanlike and inexcusable. And on that behalf of the team, we apologize for that action.
I'm not sure why his words, which are so powerful and obviously a first-hand account, were kind of disregarded by the school district. It almost seemed as though they believed that they knew that this had to be racially motivated, and so they just stuck to that narrative.
Our daughter, she got passed a tortilla, and she said, "What is this?" And the little girl next to her, the other cheerleader, said, "That man over there passed out some tortillas and told us that if we win the game, to throw them in the air as a celebration."
It'll be fun.
He never even been to a game all year.
I'm sure the cheerleaders thought it's like some creepy middle-aged guy talking to us. Teenage cheerleaders made up and in their uniform, and this middle-aged weirdo comes and...
The Coronado Police Department interviewed Luke Sarna on June 19th after the basketball game. He is a Latino. He is a union local president. He is a political activist. And he has been actively involved with left-wing groups in Coronado.
I don't know, but it is a little suspicious with his relationships to the other groups that he's the one that actually brought those tortillas.
Our school is wrestling with critical race theory. And interestingly enough, not long before that basketball game, we had a school board meeting that we attended. We had people speak about not wanting that, and then lo and behold, there's an incident that's racially motivated, and the school board is using that with the No Place for Hate campaign. That's dipping their toe in the water of CRT, and we're not for that.
It's a program that is designed to create harmony in the school. So K through 5, you teach kindness. We've always had that, teaching respect of others. And then in the high school, it becomes being more of an activist.
No Place for Hate is critical race theory. Critical race theory is racist. On its face and in its depths, it is racist. It teaches kids that if you're white, you're an oppressor. If you're black, you're a victim. Our two kids, they're white and they're adopted by us, and I'm Korean. I'm not telling my kids or teaching them any kind of racist, anything.
Why in the world would you call some boys that just won your town a championship that hasn't been won in 30 years? Why would you throw them to the wolves?
And Luke Zernis felt none of that. And that part just really burns me up, you know? I mean, this is kids paying the price for adult behavior.
I think it's appropriate to remind you that even according to Luke Zerna, the actual instigator of the entire event has confirmed that it was not racially charged.
I'm here to demand that you remove the words racist, classist, colorist, and perpetrators from the board letter that was issued to Orange Glen in June.
If it was your child, would you want them to live with that incorrect and tarnished reputation? I know you wouldn't. So please protect our voice and reinstate the town's trust in all of you. Thank you.